Hello guys, and welcome back to the second video from Think Business. Now the first video we looked at kind of just understanding from one another kind of if we are really passionate about our business, if we have the drive, what drives us, what keeps us going, and what's the reason we are providing this service or product to our customers. I want to divulge a little bit deeper now and get into the thing I call the nitty gritty, which I'm going to start with sales. Now we're going to look at different aspects of sales and kind of what makes you a good salesperson, and what kind of makes you have a strong sales opening pitch or a good closing pitch, and what's needed in the in-between to ensure you close that sale and open that sale correctly. First and foremost, I want to have a look at whether you're offering a product or a service, because there'll be two different types of sales strategy you need to use when selling your product or your service, but they can't intertwine into one. So whether you're selling a product or a service, you need to look at these key elements at the very beginning. Now you need to ask yourself them three questions before entering a sales pitch. Am I passionate about what the product or service is? Am I knowledgeable about the product? And am I genuinely in love with that particular product or service? Because you're selling it, you're trying to sell that experience, sell that product, sell that service to your customer. And if you're not passionate about it, then it's going to show during the sales pitch. It's going to show that you're not passionate about it. You're going to not instill that trust into your customer when asking if they want to buy your product or service. Because in all honesty, it is. They are looking to buy your product or service. You're looking to provide a product or service to kind of help something they don't have in their particular business, whether you're offering a marketing service or a sales service or a particular product. You're looking to really help that customer get to the next level, and then they've got to kind of think, I'm not going to get to that next level without your product or service. So the first thing when opening a sales pitch or going into a sales pitch, you need to have confidence. You need to be confident about your product. You need to think your product is the best product out there and the only product that can fulfill that customer's needs. You need to go in there with big confidence, a lot of confidence inside you, and a lot of kind of passion within your product. Otherwise, it will show during your sales pitch and you're setting yourself up to fail immediately. So the first thing you need is confidence. The second thing, you need to be absolutely a knowledgeable expert about that particular product or service, so you're not going to hit with any questions you're not unable to answer, because that will instill a lack of confidence in your product from the first step. So you need to know everything about your product. You need to know how it works, how it's really going to influence that customer's life, how it's really going to change, how it's really going to elevate their business to the next level. If that's looking to do, if you're providing a bit of sale, like a product or service to that business, that's the two elements you need to look initially when going into a sales pitch. The third thing I asked you to look at is passion. Now, passion can be shown through knowing about your product, the love for your product, and the confidence within you that can instill your passion, and that'd be another thing to kind of implement that trust into your customer. You need to also know how to emphasize with that customer situation, because they're obviously looking for something to make that situation better. You need to know how to emphasize with your customer, and that involves a simple trick of listening. All you need to do is listen and show you are listening to the customer. How do you do that? You remain good, strong eye contact with that customer throughout your conversation. That shows also the confidence there. That shows the passion. It shows you are listening, emphasizing that your product or your service is going to elevate that customer and that customer's business or what they're trying to do to the next level. Okay, you with me? So the 3 steps: instill that confidence, really show your passion, and really show you're emphasizing and listening to that customer when you're selling your product or service. Them 3 elements will instill that trust, and that will start you as a good opening pitch. And throughout the sales process and throughout the sales strategy, you're showing to that customer that I am passionate about my product. I know everything about my product, and look, I understand your frustration, what you're going through at the moment, and my product and service will solve that problem for you. Now, this needs to be not initially the opening aspect and the opening part of the pitch, or the sales pitch and the sales conversation. This needs to be all throughout. This can't be just, okay, wicked, I'm selling this particular product, it's brilliant, it does X, Y, Z, this help will solve it, and then stop. You need to remain good eye contact through the whole sales process. You need to listen to the customer, and you need to know everything about your particular product or service and have that passion throughout your whole sales pitch. Now, when it comes to closing, you need to literally instill that confidence and that trust into that customer. The customer needs to trust you or they won't buy from you. It's as simple as that. Trust is the biggest element throughout a sales pitch, whether it's the opening or the closing. to ensure that you sell your product or service. Because at the end of the day, you're selling a product or service to better their business or their life or something that they're willing to achieve. You're providing that final piece of the puzzle they need to achieve it. The closing of the sale, you need to kind of summarize what they want, summarize how your product's going to kind of solve that particular problem, and how your product's going to really help them. You need to summarize. You need to wait for them to speak first. You've done all your good sales pitch. You've showed your confidence. You've showed you're passionate. You've showed you're knowledgeable about the product. You've emphasized. You've listened. You've done everything throughout it. And the closing is just them kind of retrain that information that's gone through the whole sales pitch, because it can be overwhelming for a customer to listen to all that information and then kind of go, okay, where do I go from here? You need to give them no opportunity to say no. You need to go in there as well and think, have a particular mindset that failure is only an opportunity. So you need to utilize all the skills I've just showed you, the passion, the knowledge about the product. You need to instill that into that particular customer, emphasize and give them no reason to say no. You are the person they're going to buy that product from. You are the person that's going to provide that service that elevates their business, all their problems to the next level. It's no one, it's only you. You are the only person out there to provide them that excellent service, that excellent product, and that initial product that's going to elevate them further. Give them no reason but to choose you. And you can only do that by the confidence, the passion, having knowledge about that particular product. You are your own USP. The biggest USP, the product service you want to sell and you want to promote and you really want to get that sold to the customer and you want to provide them like the thing that elevates them, but you are your own USP. The only person who can sell that particular product or service is you. And you've got to think yourself as you're selling yourself as well as the product or service. Also try to utilize that you're selling experience as well. So you're trying to sell them what the product or service is like as if they've already brought it and it's already within their business, or they've already got that service or product. You want to look in the future. You don't want to sell them the product at hand straight away and sell them that it's just here now and please take it. You want to sell them as if they've already got the product and it's already running within their business and they've already got it and they've already solved all their problems. Try use that kind of mindset that the customer already has the product, they have the service, and it's already working well for them, it's already solved all their problems. A customer will only go out there to buy a product or service if they need an extra thing or product or service to elevate them and get them to the next step. They can't get them to the next step without your product or service. Okay? So just remain confident, keep that good, strong eye contact, and instill that strong trust into your customer throughout the opening and the closing. The closing, they should literally think, I've already got this product, it's already sold to me, I've already solved my problems, we've already made a deal. Before you get that contract out and that kind of, okay, this is where we're going to go from here, and explain prices and so forth, as you will for your sales pitch, they should already think they've already bought the product from you. There should be no reason for them to say no. If they trust you, they will buy from you. That's kind of one slogan I've always kind of stood by in regards to sales. If they trust you, they will buy from you. If they don't trust you and the trust is gone and it hasn't been structured throughout your sales pitch to that customer, they won't buy from you. Okay? So utilize them three things. Confidence, passion. They're the two strongest. And emphasize and listen to your customer. Them three, you will instill trust and you will sell your product or service. Okay? Thank you for watching Think Business. Comment down below whether you've used them three sales techniques or tactics, and tell me if they've worked. If they haven't, give me feedback to what other things you implemented, what other things you did differently during your sales process and your sales pitch and the closing and opening of your sale. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching Think Business.